spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Atlantic Owls. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Owls offense will get the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. They feed him again. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Fancher. They're bringing heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the FIU Panthers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass is intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in. Florida
Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Going deep. He's got it down the left. All kinds of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. To the air, it's Fancher trying to get to him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense.
There's a live football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. FIU will line up the punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Hayes. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And the defense got it.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'll throw it on first down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here tonight.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of...
He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Owls. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
10, Florida International, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. FIU pushing tempo. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Tucker. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second down.
And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? To the air, it's Fancher. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Nice move there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the running game got nothing on first and second down. Let's see if they try the air on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He'll come out throwing on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Right back to the well. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game.